Oh, finally a request. Thank God. Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I see you are going to Ikeja.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, what's up, all the wonderful drivers, all the wonderful passengers? You guys are welcome to another video in the Referal channel. And in today's video, we'll be talking about 10 safety tips that will not only save your life, but will also save you money. So guys, stay tuned. This sound is dedicated to all the drivers that work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oba, I see you. Lucky Admiralty, running all night shift, sleeping on the traffic light. Nobody really see your pain. Alright, here we go. Again, another trip, long trip. Oh, this is so... Just like every other business out there, just like every other job, every business comes with its, on-job hazards, its occupational hazards. So you need to be safety conscious. Driving for a while now in the rideshare industry, I've seen a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of safety and hazards that comes along with driving. I've seen many stories of drivers being attacked, drivers being even killed, their money, their phones being carted away by, hoodlums, by criminals. So some of these driving tips, I have taken my time to compile them, and I'll be sharing with you guys 10 of these driving tips. So without wasting time, let's head on to the video straight. Yes, before we go on with the video, if this is your first time coming across the channel, please remember to hit on that subscribe button. Subscribe button is totally free to subscribe, and please also watch the entire video. Every single tip I'll be giving here makes meaning, and you will definitely learn something from today's video. So make sure you watch the entire video. Number one safety tips, which is very basic as a driver, very basic and crucial, is please do not text while you drive. This is very key. You can text and drive. You may feel you're an expert in texting and drive. I know the temptation is there. You always want to quickly look at your phone, but nothing is worth it when you are driving. Always make sure you get to a total stop. But please do not text while you are on motion. Please do not text while you're on motion. You can lose concentration and crash your car, which can put your life in danger. Number two safety tip: late night driving right now, it is not advisable, because we've seen a lot of things going on out there. There was a story I saw on Facebook where a driver's glass was shattered and he was shot in his left hand. His phone was scattered away on Eco Bridge in Marina. This happened around 8 o'clock in the night. So please just try your best to set out early, reasonable time, not too early. Even going out too early also can be dangerous, but set out early, reasonable time, so that you can make your financial target and close and go home on time. Please, because driving into the night can be dangerous in the current times. You guys knew what happened during the NSAS protest. A lot of criminals, a lot of hoodlums broke into police station, carted away weapons, carted away AK-47. So a lot of armed criminals are out there in the streets. So you guys need to be careful. And most of the time where this thing happens are at night. It's usually at night. So please always try to go back home early. Number three, try to understand your city. This is very important. Understand your city. Know the hot spots. Know the places that are, notorious for criminal activities. Like I'll give you, for example, in Lagos. In Lagos, places like Mile 2 at night in the evening is usually not very safe. There's usually huge traffic there, and there are high chances of hoodlums attacking drivers in that axis. Mile 2, Ijora, Alokpa, places. There are many places that you yourself as a driver know that these places are hot spots. Places like Eco Bridge, Akpongbon. So whatever city you are, try to understand your city, know the hot spots, and avoid those places as much as you can, especially at late hours of the day. Number four, keep your phone and money in secured places away from prying eyes. Yes, keep your phones and money, if possible, in your glove compartment, in your armrest. If you have places you can keep your money, you can keep it under your seat. You don't want people seeing your money from outside. This can attract thieves and hoodlums to attack you. Most of the time, what will make these guys attack you in traffic is because they see something they want. They don't want to take the risk of attacking somebody that doesn't have something they want. So when they see this thing, that's when they also give them the courage to want to attack and rob you. So please always keep your, even if it's 500 naira, even if it's 200 naira, keep it somewhere away from eyes. Your phone, please stop hanging your phone where it's visible for everybody to see. I see people hanging their phone on the dashboard. It is very dangerous. You can say, okay, this is not just phone. Just a phone and make these people attack you. So keep your phone somewhere coded and safe, away from from everybody from seeing it. Number 5, trust your instinct. If your instinct goes against you going on a trip with a particular rider, please do not go against that instinct. I've had situation where I had altercation with a rider that was almost going physical, and my instinct already before that trip told me not to go on that trip. Maybe the rider was, acting very rude over the phone, or, displaying signs of being violent. If your instinct tells you don't go on that trip, please do not go on that trip. It is not worth it. Your instinct most of the time will be correct. Just like number 6 safety tip, just like what we watched before this video, you saw the person sitting behind me, the rider sitting behind me was able to grab and try to strangle me from behind. Sometimes you don't know who you are carrying. Maybe the person have psychological problem, mental illness. So please, I will advise you as a driver, when you have a rider, always tell them, always tell them in a very polite manner that they should not sit directly behind you. They should sit in the adjacent position, so you can always have an eye on them. You can monitor them from your side mirror. When they are coming too close to you, trying to do something, you can quickly escape from your car instead of them just grabbing you by the neck when they sit directly behind you. When they close distance, you can tell them, please, you can please shift. You don't have a barricade. Not every driver can afford to do a barricade in their car. So them sitting directly behind you, they can easily reach onto you. So tell them to sit directly adjacent to you, or if possible in the front seat. Number 7, this happens a lot. Like sometimes riders will request you and they're not going on that trip. They will have you want to transport something on their behalf to a particular destination. When this happens, please make sure you are sure of the content you are transporting. Please make sure you are sure of the content you are transporting. It is very, very important. This rideshare industry is not designed to transport cargo. It was designed to transport human being. But it happens. Sometimes riders request for a ride and they will want you to transport goods on their behalf. Always make sure you are sure what is inside that item. I've had cases where people transport hard drugs through me based on ignorance. So this is what I'm sharing to you right now from my own experience. Make sure you find out what's in that package, so you don't transport what will end up putting you in trouble, and then you spending the night in jail, or even getting a more higher sentence. Because when it happens, when you get busted, these guys will deny you. They'll off their phone. They will not be reachable. The only thing that can probably save you is because you are online on that trip. But please also avoid this kind of trouble. Make sure you know what you are transporting. Number 8, always make sure your doors are closed at all times. I've had a situation where I was parked in Ikoyi and I was totally lost. I was engaged with my phone and I parked somewhere in Ikoyi, and then people jumped into my car, almost apprehended me. I was just lucky I was working with Move at that time, and then because of the network of Move, they eventually left me. But if I was driving my own car and they entered my car, I would have spent a lot of money. That's why I told you in the beginning that these tips will not just save your life but also save you money. So always have your door locked at all time. When you want to go pick a rider, make sure your door are locked. Make sure you confirm that it's the rider you are picking before you open your door for them to enter inside the vehicle. Number 9, make sure you have something in your car to defend yourself. Yes, I know in this part of the world I'm sweating, it's quite hot. In this part of the world, we are very religious. And we believe everything to the hand of God. We be like, now God. But let me tell you, have something in your car to protect yourself. You never can tell. You may need it. You never can tell. If something happens and you get caught in if something happens and you get caught in somewhere that no one can come to your rescue, and then your assailant is armed with a knife or with something, and you don't have anything, so just have something. You never can tell. That thing can just save your life. Have something. Think of something. I don't know. If you have a gun, if you have a taser, if you have a pepper spray, anything that can protect you from attackers, have something in your vehicle as a driver. Number 10, which is the last point in today's video, is always stay online. Please, me personally, I warn against offline trips. I've talked about this in the past. If you must do offline trip, be very, very, very smart about it. Be very, very calculative about it. Please, most of the time, I advise you stay online. And when going home after the close of work, be careful picking passengers from the bus stop. Be very careful. I know, yes, the price of fuel has gone up, and sometimes you want to go home. You don't want to go home empty. Even if you must pick passengers in the roadside, be very careful. Look at the people you are picking very well. Profile them. If possible, pick just ladies. If possible, yes, it's the chances of a lady, carrying out violent acts is lesser than for a man to carry out violent acts. And if you must pick strangers at all, make sure you are picking from the bus stop where you know that people are actually going So legitimate people are actually going somewhere. And also, please be very careful and trust your instinct. Look at the people you are picking before you pick anybody. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something from today's safety tips for drivers. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and drop something in the comment section. If I left something out in terms of safety tips for driver, you can also contribute in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about these 10 safety tips. And that is it for today's video, and it's from the driverpreneur to all you guys out there. I'm saying peace and please stay safe.